episode 111. Our adventurers left the River Styx and headed into Arcadia, where Thyros was told by Kellenborg to head to Mount Clangeddon. There, they were awarded a magic item from the head forge master and took a long rest at the Stone Mug Hearth. World adventurers traveled to Tiamat, stop the impending devil army, or end up snorkeling the River Styx. Only time will tell. So we'll start with this small opening scene. A skeleton head pops out of an oily black river with a limp body of Charles. It places the body down on the ground. The river water magically falls off of both of them and slips back into the river. A cadaver collector reaches down and gently picks up the body.
Master, our Lord and Savior, welcomes you home.
And we'll end that opening scene at the Stone Mug Hearth in these nice, warm, comfortable beds. You guys all have a long rest. You wake up. There is these lamps that as soon as you sit up, turn on. And the room has this warm glow. The lamp is actually a rock that leaves this really warm glow to it. And what do you guys want to do?
As I wake up, I'm going to wake up from a nightmare that I had of the cadaver collector that I remember meeting, talking about how Charles was its boss and shit, and I'm like, yeah, that's not going to bite us in the ass at all ever. I honestly completely forgot about that. Oh god, it was like 2 or 3 episodes we spent with that thing.
Yo.
Oh no.
Dry sweat. You're like, oh, just a nightmare. Thank goodness. That wouldn't really happen.
Nah, this world is not as fantastical and nonsensical as that. Okay, so I guess I get up and I check on the mental faculties of my party members, as they are sometimes known to just zone out completely.
Yeah.
Ah, yes, I apologize for doing that during the fight. I feel that may have led to Charles' death.
Yeah, it's you being present certainly would have helped.
You know, in this region there are some heavy psychic storms really mess with my inner ki.
Yeah, but there's no point getting mad about that now because we still have a job to do. Okay, so surprisingly, you're here, in air quotes. Shelton isn't, and yeah, it's just you and me here.
Alright, and we're headed to Clangeddon, right? Or no, that was what we just did to get you that new sword.
Yeah, we got me this new fancy sword. We still have to go to Mechanus so we can do that fighting stuff or whatever. And then we also have to meet with those other primordial dragons for the Orb of Essence or whatever it is. I'm not a magic man, I don't know the names of those stuff. But
yeah. Let's take this one step at a time then. Are we walking to Mechanus? That seemed like the plan?
I mean, it feels like it would probably be a pretty far walk, just considering our luck with traversing this plane. We might have to look into getting some faster transportation just because, well, you know, it might be a bit of like a time issue for certain aspects of this quest and whatnot.
Yeah, should we ask around Arcadia, see if there's any, I guess, anyone willing to travel to Mechanus?
Well, it is like the point where the war is happening, so people might not be willing to go unless we fork up a lot of cash.
Maybe we can find a mercenary company, another hero like Twig. Maybe there are a whole bunch of Twigs here. Willing to head on over to Mechanus. And Jay will, gather everyone in their catatonic and non-catatonic states.
Yeah.
And I guess just start walking around Arcadia, see if there's any, any transportation areas that seem like maybe there are a lot of ships on this river that leads into... I don't know if the Styx continues on or anything.
So you are in the Stone Mug Hearth, which is an inn within the inside of this giant mountain. It's like 30,000 feet up. It's perfectly conical. And there's like little tunnels go everywhere. So as you leave your rooms, which is in the higher end of this hearth, you go downstairs and you actually see your bandmates are all sitting around a table. There's Thyros. He waves you over at the table. He's got meals already prepped, and he's, beckons you guys over. You guys overslept. Come on, we're already eating.
Okay.
What's on the table? Is it good grub or is it slop?
It's sort of like these giant eggs that fill up an entire plate. He's got bagels, he's got some oatmeals, a lot more breakfast oriented, got some sausage links, pancakes, he's got bacon, a whole plate of bacon. There is some gravy and mashed potato looking things as well. The whole table is filled. It's like, you never know when you get a good meal again, so I thought I'd splurge.
I mean, pretty fair reasoning considering the line of work we're in.
Plus, I have a lot to discuss with all of you.
Oh, do tell. And Jay will sit down and start eating.
Yeah, so Kelemvor told me personally that Mechanus is off limits to me. I'm not allowed to go enter Mechanus. We have to remain somewhat neutral, even in times like this. Plus, from what I've heard, the River Styx is being heavily watched, and you'll have to find another way through, which I've already set up a portal for you. You just need to head over to the Astral Nexus chamber. I'll show you where to go. I have a man there that can help you.
And
all right.
Is this portal straight to Mechanus, or?
Unfortunately, I can't. There's no portals in and out, but I can get you just on the edge of Arcadia. There's this place called the Training Grounds. It was once part of Arcadia, but fell into Mechanus. So I can get you on the very edge of the training grounds. I'll have someone there let you in, but I need to warn you. The Harmonium run this area, and they're called the Hardheads. They run these re-education camps for anybody they feel do not follow them, and they hold them to strict laws of order where you must follow things strictly. They kind of follow people who are chaotic or do not follow law, and they try to force them in these educational camps. I have a friend there named Endeavor Lithinal. She's a half-elf. She was once part of this escape captivity there in these re-education camps, but now she's formed a resistance against them and has burrowed under the cogs. She'll be waiting for you once you get into Mechanus.
Good. Trying an underground resistance to help fight some very strict and awful people.
Yeah, seems that is what we're gonna do.
Just like old times.
Honestly, kind of, yeah. Remember that? Remember the Warforged rights thing that we sort of helped turn into a riot by accident?
I guess we're gonna have to do that over an entire plane of existence.
Yeah, pretty much.
Doesn't sound too bad if we did it with one rally between the two of us. I think we can do it even better now.
Exactly.
So you said you could show us where this Astral Nexus chamber is?
Yeah. Just follow me, but before we go, I want to give you guys one more gift. And he pulls out of a satchel a metallic box. And on this box, there is an etching that says Quadron-X37. And Thyros says, when you're in Mechanus, push this button here, and this Modron will lead you the way where you need to go. It'll help you get through what is the labyrinthian portals. It's how you get from one of the gears to another through Mechanus. You travel these portals and these conduits. And if you don't know where to go or what portals or what to do with these portals, you'll be lost. This little guy will get you there.
Understood. Thanks.
Good.
No problem. And once you get through Mechanus, get around this devil army and survive the Harmonium and dodge the gods that are fighting there and in all the battles, and you make it to Arturon, I'll be waiting for you there to get you to Baitor.
All right.
Sounds like a plan.
Wait, hold on. You said you'd be waiting for us?
Yes, I can't go through Mechanus. I'm not allowed in. But there was no one said anything about Arturon.
I mean, hey, technically you are correct, which is the best kind of correct.
Exactly. So I'll be waiting for you there in the River Styx. Hopefully no one catches wind of you guys. Just keep it quiet, and when you make it through, and don't tell anybody you're going to the River Styx. Your little guy there knows where to go, and he'll take you to me. Just be careful. It's dangerous in there.
Thanks for the advice. Well, it's dangerous, but I mean, when has it ever not been?
This is true. That's why you are still alive.
All right, to the Nexus Chamber.
I guess I take the bracelet or something. The Modron bracelet.
The Modron cube?
Yeah, it's a cube. It's just a little cube right now with a button, and then its name is Quadron-X37, and whoever takes it, that's fine. Just make sure you write it down. As you finish eating and walk out of the stone hearth, you see many adventurers and soldiers, even whole battalions of different fighters are either arming here because there's forges and there's lots of places to rearm yourself and order stuff here, or are coming back from the war and need some rest. It seems to be a place where it's a safe spot to either rest or rearm before heading into the war. There, he leads you past the Great Hall to the Astral Nexus Chamber. It's a majestic cavern nestled deep within the heart of the mountain. The room is circular and its walls are hewn with resilient stone. You look around and there is a line of people waiting there. And this man comes up to you and he says, "Hello, I am the chief administrator here of Mount Clangeddon, and it is time for you to register because all unaffiliated fighters must sign waivers before leaving and using the portals here. This is done by Law 17-9 in accordance of the law of the governors of Arcadia." And he gives each of you about a stack of 20 papers. Oh, and there's a one-time processing fee of 10 gold pieces.
Insight check.
Go ahead.
Because we were talking about someone earlier who was like talking about law and shit, like, oh, if you don't follow the law, you're going to be in trouble with them. That's an 18.
18. Oh yeah, he's all business. This is his job here in one of the planes of law here. So law is very strict. They're very serious about their laws and rules here in Arcadia. And do you have any proof of who you are? We need some identification, 3 forms, preferably a birth certificate, a
birth certificate? Like,
yes.
How would one, like, do you get one when you are born, or do your parents get it for you when they want you to be born?
Well, how would you know how to get it when you're born? You can barely talk. No, your parents would give it to you, and then if not, you have to fill out form K279 and then ask for it officially. That would be another 20 gold pieces for birth certificate, and we must double check that, of course.
Okay.
Is Thyros guiding us to the Nexus portal, or did he just tell us the directions?
He's looking over. He's got a wide grin on his face.
Jay will kind of lean over to Thyros. Are we seriously going to fill out 20 pages of paperwork, or...?
It's all right. Just take the paper and we'll grease the palms. It's fine.
Got it. Then Jay will take this massive stack of paper, and then I guess hand over 15 gold?
And he takes it and he deposits it in this coin slot on his belt, and then he says, "Please fill out your paperwork before you get to the front of the line and have all 3 forms of identification with you. Thank you very much. Have a good day." And he walks past you guys to the next in line. and starts doing a spiel to them. And as you get closer and closer to the front, Tyros, he hands this man a note as he looks at it, and he looks at all of your whole group, and then looks down at the note, looks back, looks down, and goes, "They may pass." And
oh, okay, sweet. Kyurgin was just like thinking about how he was going to get a birth certificate, what he's probably going to need to prove that he was born in the first place, because it seems like this is the sort of place that would require that. Because he's just from like a fucking tribal, like, nomad village. Like, they don't have printing. They have paper, but that's only because merchants came through one time, and it's like almost...
Jay's from a place where paper didn't even exist in the first place, so yeah, he just looked to Thyros like, "Are you gonna do anything about this? Alright, well, I guess we just take it and move on."
As you enter the Astral Nexus chamber, you see that there scattered throughout the chamber are these numerous archways, each adorned with ruins and symbols that represent different regions around Arcadia. You can tell by little maps of Arcadia and these red dots that tell where it is going. And Thyros leads you to one of the portals, and he gives you a big hug, and he looks at all of you and he says, let's try to see each other a little bit sooner. Good to see you guys.
I promise that I won't be going into space anytime soon.
Those are the days, though. I always think about those days fighting, especially the Rocket Brawl. That was fun.
Yeah, it was fun.
Rocket Brawl was fun, except for the part where I was almost dead. Other than that part was very fun.
And that Timmy. How's Timmy doing?
Oh, Timmy's doing great.
It's good. I'm sure he's probably settled down with a family and going to school and probably going to be something about himself.
Definitely. Well, nice seeing you, Thyros.
Good luck to you guys.
Yeah, definitely. We did all right by Timmy anyways.
And you step through these archways, and as you come out of the arches, you are in a very dark, dusty room. The archways behind you have, what you can tell, have not been used in a very long time. It's quiet, and there's closed doors on the other side of this room. That's the only thing. And there's also crates all around you.
Do the crates have like signs saying what's in them?
Yeah, do investigation.
Investigation.
Yeah, you got to get up and look. Move some.
I almost reached for real dice there. All right, Sherlock Holmes J.
13?
13.
Yeah, there are different insignias on them. Let's see. Do you know what would... Yeah, you could read these. So they read in common. They say a property of the harmonium. They say, that's pretty much what they say. Property of the harmonium.
Mm. All right. No, and these are all like nailed up crates. None of them can be easily opened, right?
I wouldn't say that.
Well, none can be easily opened without punching a hole in them.
You can see that one might have been opened, and you can look inside if you want.
Yeah, Jay would like to look inside. See what's...
me D100 here, please. Oh,
69.
Okay, yeah. So, you see what looks to be pretty well-made swords here.
Hmm.
+1s.
Kyurgin, you'd be interested in any of these? And Jay will kind of motion for him to take a look.
I mean, they're swords. Of course I'm interested, but you're not supposed to mix business with pleasure. So, I can't really take them, I'm afraid.
Yeah, these aren't really my cup of tea. I still have my daggers. And Jay will close that crate fully.
No problem.
And then there's... what else was in the room again? There was a door on the other side, right?
Shelves. It's sort of like a storage room a little bit. Seems like this was a long forgotten portal or archway portal. And it kind of, they filled the room happenstance with all these different crates and piled them up all around. You have to make your way around these crates to get this door.
Yeah, Jay would go over to the door. Does it look anything special? Like, does it have any, like, arcane runes covered into it, or is it just like a normal door?
It looks to be a normal door from your side. There is a lock on the door. You don't know if it's locked yet. You didn't check.
Jay will attempt to test it.
It's locked.
Rather than...
It's locked.
Yeah. Jay would like to punch the lock off.
Ooh, it's one of the locks that are attached to the door. So it can be unlocked from either side.
I don't think you heard me. Jay would like to punch the lock.
Okay.
Ooh.
Okay, so I'm thinking it's gonna need damage-wise. I'm gonna give it 15 hit points.
Actually, Jay will look over to Kyurgin and say, this is a locked door. I could really easily break through it, but cause a bit of a ruckus. You have another plan before I start cracking this thing open?
Can I use the tip of one of my swords, slide it through like the seam between the doorway and the door itself, and see if I can like jiggle the latch or whatever? Not pry it open, but what credit cards are supposed to be able to do in movies and stuff.
So what you're saying is you want to lockpick this thing with...
No, I want to like the little mechanism that's like sort of part curved. I want to sort of...
It's still technically locked.
So okay.
So I would for that you would roll disadvantage lockpick. I need 17.
Like sleight of hand.
Yeah, the sleight of hand.
Well, I got a +1.
You got this. You can roll a 16 or higher on 2 dice.
It's not impossible. Could I somehow get... Do you have sleight of hand proficiency at all?
I don't.
No.
I mean,
Alright.
DM, like this door, because I love getting trapped by locked doors. Does it have like an opening at the bottom where you would because doors swing on above the ground and stuff?
Yeah.
Does it have like a slight opening on the bottom?
Yeah, it does.
Can Jay pull out his portable hole and have it like half slid under the door, so half of the hole is on our side of the door and half of the hole is on the other side of the door?
Yeah, it's
so we could...
Yeah.
Yeah.
We could do that.
So he'd like to open that up so we could walk in and like climb in the hole on our side and then go and climb out of the hole on the other side.
So how wide is this handkerchief?
It can be folded up to a handkerchief and then a 6 feet sheet in diameter.
Okay, so it'd be 3 on one side, 3 on the other.
Yeah.
Okay.
Which is, I think, that's a doable size.
Yeah, that's doable.
That's doable.
3 feet on one side. Okay, yeah. All right. I like that.
Okay, I'm gonna roll anyway just because I think it'd be funny.
Yeah, of course.
I got a 13.
Yeah, darn it.
Oof.
You did get that 16, though.
I did get
one of them.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah, so that's doable. So so describe. What happened here?
So I think Kyurgin is lifting up his like sword and starts picking at the lock, and then Jay looks at the door and like pulls out this handkerchief, starts laying it down in the background, and we're focusing on Kyurgin really trying at this lock, and it goes like super close on him trying to work with the pins because he's almost gotten it, and then it kind of Kyurgin just falls straight into the floor as Jay had placed this portable hole and kind of tucked half of it, kind of just slowly fed through one side of the bottom, and then just quickly swooped the handkerchief under Kyurgin so that it would take him to see if the plan would work first.
Ow. I say as I fall in, I was like, oh, I forgot you had this thing.
Yeah, I mean, so did I. Doors, they just PTSD, they're so hard to crack. Could you climb out the other side from here?
DM, can I climb out the other side from here?
Yeah, how high up is this hole?
I
How
think
deep is it?
Yeah.
It's 10 feet deep.
Yeah, give me an athletic 12. Or
Athletics of 12.
athletic or acrobatics.
I'm going athletics. I just need a...
Parkour.
Yeah, I got 19.
Yeah, no problem. Yeah, you climb right out of this. You're on the other side of the door.
Can I unlock it here, or...
Nope, it needs a key.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Then
I get my sword out. No.
Jay will climb in the hole and then climb out of the hole.
Just give me 19. Or give me, I'm sorry. What did I say?
19. Acrobatics, right?
Acrobatics
16.
or athletics?
Yep, 16? No problem. You're out.
Yeah, just Jay quickly hops in and then just quickly hardcore parkours out.
You guys
what's on the other side?
You're in a hallway that goes to the left and right. Similar doors on either side. And what you can tell with the cobwebs and the dust on the ground, it's been a very long time since anybody has been here.
Another fun old ruin.
Yep.
Jay picks up his portable hole, folds it into a handkerchief, puts it away and everything. I guess we pick a direction in the hallway, right? Going from in this hallway, is there like anything that differentiates either direction? Like doors on one side, no doors on the other?
Perception.
19.
What you can tell is that there's more light coming down. So if you come right to the left, heading towards the left, then to the right. So it seems like there's windows there, or it's just the sun is in that direction. But other than that, it looks pretty much identical.
Hey, I'm seeing light to the left. Do you think we should head that way?
Let's do it. I say as I pull out my X-ray sword and try and look through places and such.
Yeah, so and the door opposite you, as you quickly see, it's got these cages that might have housed like people, like more jail cells. There are also seems to be beds and bunk beds in some of the other rooms.
Okay, so this place used to be a prison, it looks like. There's cages for people. Those there have bunk beds. They might be a guard area or just like better cells. This wouldn't happen to be the place where those really law-loving people were, like, lived.
No, I mean, perhaps they said it was a training area that fell into Mechanus. So maybe this is where some of the more lawful people of Arcadia lived before it fell into another plane of existence.
I guess we go towards the light?
Towards the light.
Okay. Are you going sneakily? Or are you not?
I think Jay will go sneakily.
All right. Please roll me a stealth if you want to go sneakily.
I got a 14.
Okay.
And I got a
20.
20.
Okay. So not too bad, both of you. And as you are quietly walking down the hallway, you see more windows now. And as you look out, it looks to be a courtyard that has been overgrown with weeds and vines have taken over. You see benches, you see tables, you see what might have been some type of weapon racks that have been fallen over and rotting.
Does it look like, other than like the rotting, like the plants, does it look like there's been any other life here? Like maybe there's, I don't know.
Recently, you mean? Or
yeah, like more recent, like even not even necessarily like human footprints, but those look like deer tracks or something.
Roll me nature, please, or survival, or yeah, nature.
I think survival, just to follow tracks and spot tracks. 8.
From where you're at, your vantage point is really difficult for you. You really need to get on the ground closer. You can roll that too if you want, Kyurgin.
Okay. What is the roll again?
You're going to look for tracks or signs of life out in the courtyard from these windows.
I meant investigation or perception.
No, you're going to roll a nature or survival.
Nature. Sorry. Honestly, survival. That's a bit higher than my nature. 21.
Whoa. Okay. You do see in the far corner seems to be more grass that has been maybe folded over to create more of a pathway. Nice job with a 21. Ooh.
Yeah.
We got good eyes.
Well, I did sort of grow up with a druid.
That would explain it. Do you point that out to Jim?
Oh, of course I do.
And how far away is this from you? You'd say
Probably 100 feet, 120 feet.
Jay will start walking along the courtyard then towards that.
You're in the hallway looking out the window. There's no door yet. You could try to open the window and get out.
Yeah, Jay would like to... Does it seem like we're fairly high up, or is this just
it's sort of ground level.
Okay. Jay will see if that window can be opened or if it looks like it can be easily broken.
Yeah, it definitely seems like it could be easily broken, but is rusted shut.
Yeah, I think then Jay will reach back with one hand and then punch the metal window.
It's actually Yeah. It's more of thick wood that has rotted in some places that didn't take much for you, but why don't you roll me... why don't you roll me either... Because you're gonna feel this window. You can tell the wood's a little rotted, and you want to get it out probably with the least amount of sound, I assume.
Yep. Trying to be stealthy still.
What should we roll for? Maybe a dex, maybe? Like you want to be more...
I'd say it'd be like a sleight of hand check.
All right. Why don't you roll me a sleight of hand? It will be a sliding roll here, so one would be worst, and the higher the better.
23.
Oh, beautiful. So describe. What happened?
Yeah, I think Jay reaches out with his hand to try and test, and then just gently test the wood of the window. Then channels his key energy, and then just as he reaches his hand back and punches, he summons the air around it to muffle the sound of the wood breaking.
Whoa, that's awesome. And the window is off. I assume you just gently put it closer to the side here. And what are you guys doing?
Jay will just quietly peek out, just waiting a minute to see if anyone heard that.
Okay. I'm gonna do a roll here. Okay. So you don't see anything or hear anything?
Yeah, then Jay will just quietly just climb out of the window.
All right, give me a stealth. You're doing it quietly. Ooh.
24.
Like the wind. You are out over and kind of hiding behind some of the overgrown branches and bramble of this tree with vines that are kind of wound around the base of this tree, kind of slowly killing it. But all right, Kyurgin, what are you doing?
I think I might like to try and follow.
Okay, you can roll me a stealth, or if you want.
Okay. Well, here's +1. Can't wait to be spotted.
You got this.
That's
I believe
14.
14. That's actually not that bad. So you get out. There's a little bit of one of your swords kind of get hung up just a little bit, but no noise. But kind of wasn't as smooth as you wanted it. But you get out. You're on the ground. You're hidden behind the same tree, and you're looking out. What are you doing?
Well, I try and spot the route that Jay went, and considering he's a monk, he used his dex to do that. Is there some way for me to follow with athletics or something?
Well, where are you, Jay? How far away are you from Kyurgin?
I think Jay is only maybe 30-ish feet. He's clearly ahead of Kyurgin, but and wanting to push forward to investigate what Kyurgin saw, but he doesn't want to go too far away from Kyurgin yet.
I'll let Kyurgin have a roll. Go ahead, roll me a perception and try to beat 24.
Okay, perception.
Nat 20, come on, I'm seeing it.
I got a 24 exactly.
Oh!
Hey!
So how do you spot Jay?
Well, you're kind of up in a tree, aren't you?
Yeah, I think Jay's behind a tree. He's like crouched behind like this tree wrapped in vines, with his robe of eyes, just looking across the courtyard, just doing an extra scan, making sure nothing's coming.
Well, I see the brown of the wood, I see the green of the leaves, and then I see the pale white skin of the Goliath, and it kind of stands out a little bit.
Yeah, even though he's like bright white, all the tattoos that are covering him have changed like how his skin looks as an outline, and it's making him hard to spot.
Oh, that's awesome.
Oh, kind of like with a tigers in like long grasses and stuff.
Mm-hmm.
Oh,
Yes.
Nice.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, so you definitely see where Jay went.
All right. I guess I try and do like not a sprint like past trees and stuff, but I guess I try and maybe like climb the trees and maybe jump from branch to branch or whatever. Doing my athletics because I want to be fancy like Jay too.
Okay, give me athletics. See how you do.
All right.
Your sliding skill.
We rested last night, didn't we? I didn't get my
rest. Long rest.
Full long rest.
All right, sweet. So I'm gonna use a rage just so I have an advantage on that.
Okay.
Let's go. +9 at advantage. Let's see it.
2 nat ones coming. Let's see it.
25.
Ooh.
Hey.
So I guess
Tarzan over here.
Yeah.
Yeah, just without the screen.
Yeah. So go ahead and describe, because you definitely succeeded here.
So I climb up the trunk of this tree here, and I get to like the first really heavy branch that I think will be able to take me, and I sort of just run and jump, and although I sort of crash through the canopy a little bit, I do manage to grab onto the arm of this tree here, and I just hold on and yeah, I just run and jump across like that.
Oh man, that's awesome. All right. And you're right next to Jay, and both of you see this path that has led, seems to be out of what seems to be, as you can see, a sign that has fallen off, is hanging by one of these iron chain links, and it says Re-Education Camp.
Okay. So what did Thyro say? Did we have to like go around here, or was he just warning us of this place?
I believe he let us know that we should adhere to the laws whenever we're dealing with Harmonium or the Hardheads.
Great, so let's just not caught by these harmonious hardheads.
Should you activate Quadrant now that we're here?
How loud is he going to be, though? Isn't Quadrum going to lead us to Thyros when we're done, though?
DM,
Yes.
Quadrant is going to be used to guide us through the gears, right? That's what Thyros said?
So Thyros said that to travel in Mechanus, you really have to follow the path of the labyrinthian portals, which is this maze of portals and conduits that link the gray cogs together. And once you get into Mechanus, you press the button, and this Modron will lead you to the correct portals to get to where you need to go.
And this place got dragged into Mechanus, so we're in Mechanus right now, right?
You do not know that. What you do know is that this portal led you to the edge of Arcadia.
Oh, okay.
And you will
My
take,
mistake.
because there's no portals into Mechanus right now. So you can deduce you're not quite in Mechanus now. You have to get there. You're at the very edge. He said that these camps have fallen into Mechanus, but maybe not all the camps have, and some of them are still in Arcadia.
All right, so I guess I'm going to hold on to the cube with the button on top of it for now. Do we see any, like, signage or anything that we could go?
You just see that
Like-
one sign, and it seems like this path is leading into where you're at, or out away, of course, and that this was one of those re-education camps, but has been long overgrown and not used in a very long time. You don't know where this path leads. It's hard for you to see. It kind of goes out of this camp and behind the walls that you are kind of hidden.
Okay.
Should we just head down the path until we find a landmark or walk into Mechanus.
Yeah, that would be that's probably the best idea we've got between the two of us. God, I wish we had some more smart people with us.
I wish we had anyone who could teleport. I mean, really, all this walking is really just...
Charles was so good at that.
He did occasionally teleport into the group of guards, but other than that, he did really good with most of his teleportations. Yeah, and I think Jay will, unless Kyurgin looks like he's about to do something, well then, I guess start heading towards walking down that path out of this re-education area.
Okay.
Out of the camp itself.
All right, and Kyurgin?
Well, I'm just gonna follow pretty much, there's not much else that I can really do, I don't think.
All right, so you do see that this path is leading down this hill, and as you see further away, it's leading to what seems to be a larger wall, this big citadel, down probably a good 500 to 600 feet away. The vines have grown up along the walls, but there seems to be some movement in people around what is the main doors to this citadel.
Do they seem to look like normal people, or do they look like constructs, or?
They seems to be normal people.
Yes, normal. Normal enough. For what we deal with, normal enough.
Yeah, that seems about average, honestly.
Yeah, there's two of these guys, and they're just sitting on either side of this door.
Do you think they'll like us if we say hi? Probably not, right?
Probably not. You know what we could do? We could just, walk up there, pretend we're supposed to be there, say, hey, how's it going? And then just keep moving on. And when they start to question us, we'll be like, well, I'm bright blue. Why would I be sneaking through here and shit like that and just mess with their heads? We can be charismatic, can't we? We're good at lying. We don't need those other guys.
I'm covered in glowing tattoos. I'm weird enough to belong here.
Exactly, yeah.
Alright, let's do this. And I think Jay and Kyurgin both leave stealth mode fairly obviously.
Yeah.
So we stand up and we I think Jay at least kind of just does the puff chest out so it looks a little bigger, and then we'll just walk on down.
This is gonna go great.
Mm-hmm.
And as you get closer, one of the men say, "Halt!"
Jay will halt. About how far away from the citadel is this when they yell at us?
Probably 40 feet.
Got it.
40 feet from you, they say, "Halt."
What do you do here? Why are you here? No one is allowed to use this doorway into Mechanus. It is shut off.
I mean, of course we know that. We're just walking by to make sure that, you're doing your jobs properly. Not saying that you're doing a bad job here. It's just, just making sure things are going right. We have to, ensure certain codes and things are being run by correctly.
Are you part of the Doomguard? You do not look like it.
Well, I mean, it's the Doomguard. Would you like everyone's doom to be expected?
They look at each other. All right, I'm going to roll a wisdom.
Oh, a 9.
Okay. They look at each other. They look back, and it's like,
we're doing our job. No one is coming through.
Well, of course you're doing your job. What else would you be doing here? We're not saying that you're just, being disloyal or playing cards or whatever. We're just here as it's just standard procedure to have someone go around and just ensure everything's working within acceptable standards, and that's just what we're doing right here.
You can roll me a deception here.
Oh,
does he get an advantage because I'm also helping with the Doomguard comment?
Yeah, since he failed his wisdom, I'll let you roll with it.
+2, baby.
You got this, come on.
14. I'm getting 14 today.
All right, and I will...
I was about to ask if you could give me, guidance, but that was not.
All right. No problem. He's like, we're doing our job. No one is gone through and hasn't in many a days. Now, you can please tell the governess that we are doing our job.
Oh, of course, absolutely. But before that, we just still have to have a quick little look around, an inspection. From what we've seen so far, everything's in tip-top shape. You guys are doing wonderful, but we just got to finish off our duties here.
Yeah, I mean, we have all this paperwork, and Jay he won't show them the paperwork, but we'll pull out that stack of papers and we'll go, yeah, we have to check all the boxes, it'd be crazy for us to not actually do an inspection. We trust you guys, of course.
They look at each other, and they're like,
make it quick. We can't have anybody going through here and under our watch. You can see, open the doors.
and they both reach the handles. They open the doors. Big creak. This foggy mist comes rolling out of the doors, and you look in, and it's just this misty haze.
See? It's just like what it is. It's been like this, and no one has gone in.
And they're about to shut the doors.
I think Jay goes forward. We're a little far. We need to approach, obviously, to do a proper inspection. Like, we're about what? And Jay will walk forward to make as if he's getting a better look of the room.
Yeah.
I'm gonna quickly look at what I've got in my pockets and see if I can. We've got Shelton as a party member. Can we pull out some weird little?
No, you can't. If he's not here, you can't use what he has.
Yeah,
I was gonna say an item. I was just gonna say potion vials, empty ones, and magnifying glasses and stuff.
It's gotta
but
be
yeah,
both of your inventories.
I think Jay's just approaching with paper with one of those checklists on it, so he can pretend to be checking things off.
Yeah. It's like,
and I'm just gonna
up to accordance here, just like it has always been. Now,
we'll be the ones to determine that. Thank you very much.
So
and I get sort of closed.
Yeah, how close do they? I think we want to get 10-ish feet, and then we'll keep an obvious barrier. We're not going past a 10-foot marker.
Yeah. Okay.
I'll kneel down and I'll point at things to sort of mutter to Jay, going okay, what about that corner over there? That looks.
Yeah,
the seals seem accurate here.
Oh, I didn't even know.
When was the last time?
Inspection. I will take care of that.
Well, yeah, when was the last time you checked the seals on this portal? And in Kyurgin's head, with the telepathy bracelet towards Kyurgin, all right, on go in our heads, we're going to just jump through this portal. 3, 2, 1, go. Jay just charges.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right, as you do, I'm going to give these guys a roll. So what shall we roll here?
I'm thinking initiative.
Yeah, let's roll for initiative.
All right, I got advantage.
I got a 14.
Because that's just barbarian stuff.
14.
I only
16.
got an 11.
Nice. An 11?
Yeah.
Okay, so Jay, you go first.
So Jay does a quick, as he's charging into the portal, he turns around and does a bicycle kick, and as he's spinning for the kick, just a bicycle kick in the air.
Yeah.
He's doing it backwards and bicycling backwards mid-air, and a fire begins to generate at his feet, and then it shoots out. And I'm gonna cast Fireball on the guards as we're just jumping through this portal.
Sick. Okay, so I need a dex.
So yeah, they need to make dex saves.
1 and 2. So where's my dex save? One guy with a 3 and one with a 13.
They both fail, and they each take 28 points of fire damage.
All right, and now you land on the inside of this door. This mist is kind of forming all over you, kind of obscuring you a little bit. Your vision is very obscured. They can see the silhouette outline of you, but you're slowly being obscured by this mist that is kind of dripping or flowing out from these doors. And it is my turn.
Jay just ends his turn running into the portal and trying to get to the other side.
So you're keep going.
Yeah, Jay is keep going because Jay's we had 3, 2, 1, go.
That's fine. Okay, they are going to use their turn to shut the doors.
No.
All right, Kyurgin.
Can I? Okay, so the doors are shut.
Yeah, they quickly shut the doors and turn to face.
All right. I don't think I've ever done this before. I think I'm gonna cast darkness on that area and see if I can just no, but that would be an action. Okay. Could I just see if I could rage and just literally just barge my way through the doors and knock them down on the way?
Angie Tiefling.
You're gonna rage. You're gonna run through the doors, which is fine. You're gonna attack the doors. Okay. These are pretty solid doors. I'm going to give them 50 hit points each for these doors. They're pretty solid.
Oh, okay. So I do have to actually attack them. I can't just like just shoulder charge and
if it was
with
a
like
normal,
nat 20 athletic.
if it was a normal like door, these are like Citadel giant heavy oak doors.
Okay. All right. Yeah.
Yeah, these aren't. If it was your casual, inside door, I would definitely just use a strength.
This a god door.
Yeah, this is a door that they made specifically to keep people from out or in. So
I think most doors are designed to do that.
Yes. Touche.
All right. I guess that I'm gonna have to rage anyway, and I'm gonna use the Great Sword of the Rule because that's my best sword.
Okay.
But I'm not gonna open it anytime soon with 50 hit points. Oh God. These two guys are gonna be here. They're gonna cause problems for me while I try and open the doors. So, I'm gonna try and talk here.
Okay.
Yeah, I'm gonna say, so you already closed the door, huh? What's gonna happen to me once this is all sorted? Or better yet, what's gonna happen to you guys?
Your friend just dropped a fireball on us. You are going to be re-educated.
You know who else is gonna be...
This as a free action. Okay?
Oh, okay. I'm gonna say, you know who else is gonna be re-educated? You two, because you guys just let someone through that door. If I get caught, or even if any part of me is found here, your superiors are going to be asking questions.
Ooh.
But if you just let me walk through, no one has to know anything.
Okay. Persuasion, please.
God, this is
high
a
roll. They just got attacked, so I'm gonna get 21 persuasion.
Oh no, I'm gonna need this is gonna be I need a 19 or a 20 to do this.
Yep. It's as easy as. Come on, Kyurgin got this.
It's easy as. It's easy as. It's only a 17.
Oh.
It is, in fact, not easy as.
No.
News just in.
I'm sorry, but they will look kindly on us as we were attacked and lied to, re-educated.
And they start taking a step towards you. Okay. I would say all of that with a roll. I'll give you a bonus action.
All right, bonus action rage. The closest one needs to make a strength save.
Got it. Strength save. They're both equal distance, so we'll just give. I'm sorry, that was not a save. This is a save. Second one's a save. 15.
+7, wow. Well, with a 15?
Yeah.
His speed is reduced to 0 until the start of my next turn because he needed a 16, baby.
Ooh,
Let's go.
Nice. First time that actually worked.
Right. Okay. All right. So he is not in melee range yet.
No, he is not.
The other one is stepping up to you and... Oh, wait. No. That's it. Are you done?
You said you gave me a bonus action, so that's all I can really do.
Okay, so...
I rage, I guess I'm gonna move up closer to the guy who isn't frozen.
Yeah.
I have my 4 temp hit points and everything, and yeah, that's it so far.
Okay, Jay. The doors are closed behind you.
All right, Jay. Jay isn't happy about what's going on. Jay hears those doors go cocoon, right?
Yeah.
Then Jay will turn around. Can Jay open them from inside?
I need a strength of a 19.
He can do strength.
Yeah, well, I'm on the inside of the doors.
Fair enough.
Yeah, no one wants to be trapped on the inside of a portal. I got this. A 6.
Oh, sorry. But as you push, something's going on. They just can't. But you can tell it's kind of moving. If you hadn't pushed in the right spot or something's going on.
Can I... Was that my action?
That would be your... I'd give you that be your bonus act.
Okay, then I would like to attempt... This probably won't work, but I'd like to attempt to use this. I'd like to pull out the wind fan I have.
Oh.
So I can cast Gust of Wind, which will line of strong wind 60 feet long and 10 feet wide blast from you. I'd like to, it says each creature that starts to turn within the line must succeed on a strength saving throw or be pushed, but he's going to attempt to use this on the door and just attempt to like, just this massive wave of air just hits from the inside of the door.
I mean, if it's got hit points, then it's a creature, right?
It has hit points. It is not a creature. It is a...
Damn it.
What should we roll here for wind gust?
D20.
Why don't you...
I mean, I can roll a flat wisdom check because it's like my key, and that's wisdom is what I use for my key points.
Yeah.
So if it's like using...
I'm thinking, yeah, why don't you do... No, not your wisdom, because that's a big bonus, man.
It's a +4.
Why don't you roll a 20 with advantage, and I need a 19.
You know what? I'll take it. I'll take two 10% chances. Nope.
No.
We don't take those. We lose those, actually.
Because the door's actually kind of latched a little bit, and the wind is kind of rattling it. It's trying to open it, but it's not unlocking.
Just the door begins to rattle and shake, and that's what Kyurgin sees.
Yeah, exactly.
My stalwart friend Jay is attempting to use his monk powers to beat down the door from the other side. I'm sure I shall see splinters any moment now.
Jay, here to save the day in just a second.
Any moment now.
So one of these Doomguard walk up to you, and he has 2 attacks with this entropic blade.
Oh God.
2. Does a 25 and 24.
Yeah. They hit.
So this is slashing damage. Each creature in that area other than must see DC 13 saving throw or take 6 1d12 damage. So give me 2 DC 13 con saves for that extra necrotic.
Okay, but you said each creature in the area. Does that count his ally that's next to him?
No, that was hit.
Oh, okay. Okay, you said DC 12?
Yeah.
Okay, first roll is a 26.
Okay.
Let's go.
Second roll is a 14. I'm getting so many 4 today. Come on.
Okay, so you have a 14 and 8, so that would be 22 damage. No necrotic for you.
Okay, half that slashing, so that's 11.
Okay, and does my other guy get to make a save to move, or is that the beginning of your...
Let me read the ability. Is activated. You can choose one creature you can see in the aura. That creature must succeed a strength save, or its speed is reduced to 0 until the start of your next turn as magical frost covers it.
There you go. So he gets to move. It's your turn. So go ahead.
Okay.
One of them. The other one's
one of them is
5 feet away.
The only thing I can really do right now is just attack these guys, because there's no way I could open the door in time on my own.
Yeah.
So, yeah, okay.
Okay.
I'm going to... I mean, if I somehow manage to get 2 crits on the door with my great sword of the Gruul,
I could also then punch it down. It's not like Jay can't hit it.
I'm going to reckless attack the door.
Okay.
With my great sword of the Gruul while raging.
You're in between... This guy is in between you and this door. The door's about 15 feet from you. Right? So he'd get an opportunity attack if you want.
Just one opportunity attack?
Just one.
Yeah, let's do it.
Okay, so here's his opportunity attack. Does a 13.
Misses.
Okay, so describe what happened here.
I'm just as Frost covers his ally, and this man just starts chopping at me. I sort of like barge right past him, and moving between him and his friend. He tries to get a swipe off at me, but he is so shocked that I'm just moving past him, ignoring him completely, that the attack just sort of misses me.
Okay. Roll for damage on this door.
Well, I need to attack first.
No, it's prone.
So that would count as a crit?
No, it's not. It's
Damn it.
It's an automatic hit.
All right, okay.
It's an automatic hit.
All right, then. So 2d6 plus 6 plus my rage bonus, which I think is 3 or something. So
are you using your fire ice greatsword?
Yes, I am. So I get 2d4 as well on this. So that, let me look at my rage bonus. It is 3, yeah. So that's 14 damage on the first strike, excluding the fire and cold. The next one's going to be 15, so that is, 29 so far. Okay, these first two is going to be the fire. So, 2 fire total, so that's 31 right now. And then the cold is 7, wow. So that's 38 if there's no sort of fire damage bonus.
Okay, no fire damage bonus.
All right, okay, so that is 38 damage.
Oof, so major cracks going down into the center of this door. You can see a hole in it, and you can actually see Jay's face. And he's got this fan, and he's kind of like waving it.
So would I be able to like sort of dodge to the side, like take a few steps to the side, and when the other guys come running up to me, Jay just blows them away through the hole?
Well, we'll see, but you can definitely have movement. You went 15.
Okay. I'm going to give myself 4 extra 10 hit points, and Jay as well, because he's probably close enough from the other side of the door.
And the door. Right?
And
he can choose not to give the door health points, I'm pretty sure.
yeah, I can choose not to give the door temporary hit points. I could even choose the door to like make a straight save, but I'm not gonna. I'm gonna choose the guy that I froze earlier because it'd be funny again.
Yeah. So what does he need? A strength? What is it?
DC 16 strength.
Okay, here he goes. Come on. No, come on!
Yes! He's frozen again.
It is now Jay, you're up.
So as that ice begins to form around Jay, Kyurgin like steps back away from the door. Jay places his hands up against the door, and his hands, you see, it's from the portal side. You see Jay place his hands on the door and they begin to glow. And then we cut to the other side, and I cast Fireball again on the door.
Okay, it's all damage.
Yeah, I don't think the door can make a dex save.
No.
24 points of fire damage.
You had 12 hit points left on this door, so describe.
Yeah, Jay places his hands, and then it smash cuts to the outside, and then just quiet as you just hear little bits of fighting in the distance, and then just a massive explosion outwards of fire, smoke, and wood shrapnel as the door goes boom.
Actually, I'm going to give my guys both, dex saves here.
Should I also make one?
No, you're out of the way of the door. Oh, this door takes the guy who has no movement speed and just, slams into him. And he falls over and they both fall to the ground as this shrapnel of this door. They're not dead. They're definitely down on the ground trying to get back up. And what do you got, Jay?
You coming, Kyurgin? And then Jay will turn around and rush back into the portal.
Okay.
And I'm just going to say, if you got more to go, sorry for interrupting.
No, that's it.
All right, well, I was just going to say, shit'll let me through, and then I'm just going to run through if it is still my turn.
It is not still your turn.
Okay.
That was Jay's turn to explode the door.
Yeah.
And then, Jay will end, but
you know what I meant.
Jay will end his turn by just, running 55 feet into the portal, seeing what happens.
Okay. And I will discuss the portal in a little bit when Kyurgin gets in. But these guys have a chance. Well, one of them does. The other guy is on the ground. He can't. If he can't move, but something hits him, does he still stay where he's at?
Yeah, he's just stuck because he's frozen to the ground. So he's just stuck.
It's like his feet are stuck, but the rest of him isn't.
He got smacked. Okay. So this other Doomguard says, "Larry, you all right? Oh man, get those fuckers!" And he's like, "Damn you!" And he comes running at you, Kyurgin, swinging his blade. 1 and 2. And does a crit, baby. Give me that DC. How about, does a 16 hit?
Yes, it does.
All right, give me con save, please.
2 of them?
Yes, please. First one's gonna be for the crit, and the second
one. Okay, it's a 14.
Okay, that passes. And
the next one's a 22.
Okay, so it both passes. So you get 16 and then 12.
Damn, 28.
No, I'm sorry. That's 8. Just 8. That's my crit. I rolled a 4 and a 4. Damn you. So 8, so 20.
Oh, so I only take 20?
20, so 10 because you're raging.
Yeah. All right, sweet.
All right, and now it is your turn.
I activate my rage one final time, and then I freeze the guy who's standing up, if I can.
Okay.
I need a strength 16 from him.
Okay. Can you have
not Larry? But
Can you have multiple going on at the same time?
No, it's only one. Because it's the start of my turn, that Larry gets freed from his ice prison.
Got it.
But this guy, that's why I'm targeting him, so he can't chase.
Damn it, he had a javelin. 16?
16! Meets it, beats it, he passes.
All right. He anticipates this ice around his feet, and he jumps, and the ice do not get his feet.
You'll need to do more than that.
And
I think I've already done enough, and then I just run through the portal.
Okay, he gets that opportunity attack against you. Does a 13.
13 misses.
Okay, so since I think you can dash, you didn't attack.
No, I didn't.
So
I've got 40 feet movement, so I guess I go 80 feet away from him.
Yeah, so as you run into the darkness of this fog, this place becomes surreal. This space where boundaries of realities kind of blur. There's this phantasmal landscape, and you hear echoes of a distant realms around you, and glimpses, windows into other planes and alternate realities. Then you get through towards what seems to be a silvery strand on your back, leads you through this cosmic nexus until you reach what looks to be these trail that is marked by floating luminescent orbs that kind of guide you through this foggy mix until you look out and your feet are on this metallic structure, and the fog kind of dissipates, and you are now in this land of trees perfectly aligned in straight rows. The ground is got soft moss, but there's this metal in certain spots, and the metal is giving off this warm glow so you can see, and the pathways are perfectly straight, leading straight ahead. And as you turn around, you see there's this foggy mix of, you can see some of the orbs, these bright lights that lead into the fog and kind of disappear. And that's what you see.
I guess I pull that Me-Seeks box out of my pocket and I summon...
Quadron X37.
Yep, Quadron X37.
Okay.
Or Dash 37, but yeah.
Okay. And as you push the button, it kind of vibrates in your hand, and all of a sudden these two legs shoot out and land on the ground. And there's this beeps and bobs, but no talking. And this thing starts to just walk straight down the pathway.
Okay, when Thyros said that this little guy in reference to the box, I didn't realize he meant it was like an actual like moving thing.
Oh,
that's cute.
yeah,
I'm talking, by the way.
Oh, yeah, I assumed there's a decent chance it was probably going to wake up and be alive.
Honestly, I really should have expected it considering what we've been through.
I just assumed because it was Mechanus and this was a metal box, it was probably going to be alive. But yeah, I guess it is pretty weird he gave us a handheld living creature.
Handheld living creature. For some reason, that just sounds ridiculous. I love it.
All right, little guy, take us to the right place.
All right. So
I'm sure we will not be confused while traveling through here at all.
no, this place is not confusing at all. But you can
No,
see
this place
Arcadia.
is just like pure order.
You guys following this little Modron down this path of perfectly lined rows of trees into Mechanus. And we will end up in the Battle of the Outlands. We have Jace in the Gatewatch. The dead body parts of the remains of Maul Balge's army begin to merge together, forming a mass of flesh and bodies until it is a giant ball of flesh and arms, and it begins rolling towards our planeswalker, who are already tired and exhausted from their battle before. All right, so you're fighting a mass of flesh and arms, who I will set the DC here, and you guys get a +1 to your rolls. A 19.
Oh,
that's what I'm talking about.
It's about to be a reverse sweep. It's about to be a doctor. You know what?
Yeah, we know how it is.
Who's gonna be first?
You know what? Because I did so well last time, I'm gonna see if I can continue that streak here.
Okay.
I highly doubt I can, but we believe in the dream.
Oh yeah. Yes.
Nope.
Okay.
No, that's a 2.
Okay, so the ball of flesh extends these pseudopods and tendrils, grabbing Jace and latches onto him. The creature squeezes him, and he begins to scream out as these energies begin to enter him. And he's now grappled, and he's being squeezed. All right, Kyurgin, you may roll the DC, please.
All right.
I believe in you, Kurt.
+2, 11.
No, +1.
Oh, +1. Sorry, 10.
Okay.
Trying to sneak that past.
I know. Oh,
If
a
you-
7.
Hey.
Okay. All right. What do you got? What happens here?
The Gatewatch pull all of their forces together. They're like, all of them are like, they're all spread out, but they need a focus fire pretty much. So the heavy hitters all just sort of blast in the tail of this giant snake woman while Jace is messing with her mind, and Nissa creates vines and stuff to hold her still and such, and yeah, they all pretty much just do their best to sort of deal as much damage as fast as they can.
Nice. This is the ball of flesh, though. I know. I just
sorry.
Picture. It's fine. All right. I will set the DC. Here we go. Oh, come on, my luck.
Yo,
You know, even a 1 will lose. Oh.
Razor, we love those kinds of rolls.
Give me a 1. Give me a 1 so we can re-roll.
A solid 7.
Okay, it's 3-2. It's fine. What happens here?
Yeah, I think this is kind of just like they focus fire, and they continue to focus fire against this giant ball of flesh. And who knows how long it'll last, but just for now, they kind of break Jace out of the control of these pseudopods that this ball of death have been sort of forwarding out, and because they really don't want Jace to die right here.
All right. Kyurgin, you must set the DC for me, please.
All right, +1. That's 11.
Okay. All right. This is doable. Come on, I can't have.
Yeah, it's doable. We can win.
Yes. A 16.
No.
Gatewatch is down to 1. Jace lands on the ground. The ball of flesh opens this nightmarish mouth with these jagged teeth, which are swords from all of the dead army members. And then it opens up so wide that this noxious breath comes out, and the whole area begins to become paralyzed and afflicted, and they're choking and on the ground. All right, here we go. I'll set the DC here. Here it goes. A 7. Ugh.
You say that, and I'm gonna roll a nat 1,
Yes,
and I'm gonna cry.
Please get rid of this Gatewatch.
Come on, natural 20 for the homies. No!
Yes, it's over. The Gatewatch.
No!
My flesh monster wins.
The
meatballs.
Monster wins.
Okay, as everybody's choking on the ground, the ball of flesh emits this pulsating wave of chaotic energy, distorting this fabric of reality in the whole area. Now all the creatures of this wave begin to be confused and begin to attacking each other and tear each other apart. Jace and the Gatewatch are no more. They destroy themselves. And the Crystal of Creation goes back to the Radiant Citadel.
And that's how Jace died. I'm sure that won't have any issues with Ravnica.
The crystals of creation have revealed themselves. Evils emerge across the multiverse. The armies of the abyss gather. The Underdark's plans are near fruition. Chaos erupts across all spheres, and darkness descends on the plains. Alliances are forged in blood. The gods move avatars like pawns on a board, and unlikely heroes emerge to thwart the unstoppable. But will it be enough before the material plane crumbles? The hopes rest in a group of wayward adventurers. The battle of the Outlands awaits.